It's so fluffy, squishy. It's so cozy. It's cold where I have to sew, but at least I'm somewhat insulated. So basically I've run out of material to make clothes. So I'm making something else and using what material I have. By the way, here's how cold it was this morning. If you think these are water droplets, you're wrong. Well, they were. They are ice. So I'm going to make a quilted bag, which I saw, Rosie Caldwell, I think is her name. This is one of her bags. Definitely not my idea. Old curtain. Something that I made a pair of shorts out of. Now, I don't have the pattern for this thing, but I know that I need to start with a circle. Ta-da! I need it to be tall enough to have this Tunisian crochet hook standing up in there. Adding what I'm looking at, what I think is a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. This number. I haven't even made one of these. This is like the first thing I've done. And then my brain goes, ooh, like I already think about how I can make it differently. And I haven't even done it once to make sure I know how to do it properly, you know, but I'm like, oh, can I make this into a backpack or something? Just do it, make it, and then know how to do it and then change it. Honestly, my brain sometimes. Now I have to cut wadding and the lining for all of these. Look at this. I tried to get this silly thing straight, and look, it's out by like 1/8 of an inch or something ridiculous on the side. But you know what? Too bad. I'm going to run it. If you're a maker, you know what it is when you have it off cut like this, but you're like, I could use this for something, so you don't want to throw it away. But I don't know what to use it for. Do I bin it? We'll see. I'm going to make a sandwich and stitch it all together. Now, I'm new to all this quilting stuff, so I hope I do a good job. Look at this. Here goes my brain already. Here's my tube. And I'm like, oh, this is so cozy. It's almost like you can make a blanket out of it. Oh, more ideas. Or a pillow, or a pillowcase, or a cushion cover. Yeah, cushion cover. All right, okay. So now I have to attach my tube to the bottom. And then once that's done, put trim around the edge to hide all the raw edges. This is how cold I feel now. My fingers started to freeze, and it was okay before. I don't know what happened. I did okay on this, but now I have to put that like bias around the edges like I was talking about. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't have much of a seam to use, and just knowing from past experiences, I don't know. I just got to do it though. It's also quite a dense bag. Let me see if I can get a better angle. This is obviously inside out, but it actually looks quite cool inside out. I reckon I could have just used this, but well, let me show you what it's supposed to look like. I thought it was going to be a bit small, but nope, I changed my mind. I think that's quite roomy for what I need. And then, I don't know, the top bit, yeah, I've got to figure out. Four inches? Let's just try 4 inches. Let's see. Let's see how much trouble I have doing this. I might as well do this twice. I might just have to stitch it down one way and then, yeah. Last round. I did that first one. Now I just got to stitch it over the top. Oh, it's so bulky. I don't know, like, I'm not really enjoying this bit, just going to be honest. It's so fiddly and hard to hold, and I don't have an industrial sewing machine or heavy duty, so I think it just makes it a little bit harder. Ugh. I can do it though, I can do it. I just want to cover all these yucky raw edges that are stuffed up. Okay, stitch. I definitely agree with myself that I need to make my seams wider because this is just making my life much more difficult than it needs to be. It's just too thick. I need wider seams when I do stuff this thick. Note to self and remember it. My sewing machine makes that icky noise. I don't know if you can hear it. When I sew thick stuff, it's like the bobbin holder bounces around and goes. I don't like it. Yay! It's not as appalling as I thought it would be, but ta-da! Now I've got to work out how to finish the top without looking at a video. Because I'd like to use my brain sometimes, you know. Well, I use it all the time, but I would like to remember things better. I don't have to always go back to a video that I could watch 5 times and I'm like, hang on, how did it do that? Yeah. Puppy! I was supposed to put pockets on the inside. You can see. And I didn't because I thought, you know what? This bag's going to be too small. And now I regret not putting pockets on the inside. And I'm not going to hand stitch them in. Yeah. Ta-da! Oh, okay, let me work this out and then I'll get back to you. I'm annoyed I just realised that I forgot to put my label on before I stitch the whole thing shut. So now it's going to just be a little more difficult to put it on. Where should I put it? Low or high? Remember, the top is going to get scrunched in. Maybe halfway. I think I have it right. Here's my tube. My bits that I have to fold over like this after I sew around the edge, and then there will be the seam, and the bottom, the bag is down there, and then the stringy ties go through there. Pretty sure I've got it right. Hang on. I don't need one side to be like that. I just stitch one side. Oh. Okay, I think I got it a bit wrong. I'm supposed to stitch all the way down one side. Otherwise there's going to be a gap of air between the whole thing. I'm probably not making any sense, but to me I am. Yeah. So instead of having a slit on each side, I should stitch one side completely together and then only have one opening. So when it folds over, you can't see light through both pieces. You've just got one side open and then my tie strings go through. This was me trying to suss out that noise that my bobbin holder was making. And I didn't film it probably for you, but it picks up. And usually when that happens, it's got lint in there, but I cleaned it out twice and it still made the noise. So I got the air blower this time and went pshh, like that. And now I think it's fixed. It sounds normal now. Okay, now this is basically done except for the fact that I need to make these. And look, I did a boo-boo. I made this too wide. I should have just made it slightly narrower because I thought I could ease this in. I did on the inside. And there's not really any puckers on the inside, but there are on the outside. So it's a bit annoying, but that's how it is. on the home run now. I don't know if there's a name for this, but it's unconventional with what I usually do. I'm bored with making this color. Like, I don't want this as the straps. As is too much one color. Boring. So, I'm not being that fantastic, but this is a little less boring than using that color for the straps. So I cut a strip of the grey as like a interfacing thingy. Anyway, a strengthening thing. Then I'm going to wrap this around and then stitch it down so that then I have a strap made out of this color, because if I just use this material, it's quite thin anyway, and I didn't like how weak it felt. Ta-da! I finished it, and look, I put my level up here because I figured that it'll be okay. I mean, that's fine. But this is so much thicker than the material I've obviously seen be used. And it's got me thinking duffel bags or like a going away bag, because I need to remake mine. And look, I've already got half of it done. I just need to make another tube. So ideas. I think I might know what my next project could be. But here we go. The test is so that I can put all of my crochet stuff. Not that. I was worried I wouldn't be able to fit this in, but I can. And then just all these balls that don't look like balls anymore. And all my random stuff. And then when I have projects, they will actually fit in there. Like, ta-da! Now I can retire this bag. Oh, cool. I like it so much. Show the label. I can't iron it though, because the power I use, I don't think it will handle an iron because it's solar. So I just gotta leave it wrinkly.